top prize in the NFL is the Lombardi Trophy, but some
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, we're set for what should be a great matchup. It's the AFC champion New York Jets and the champions of the NFC, the Los Angeles Rams. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching Greg, and for the players, this moment, they've built so much, and now it's here, a chance to take the field in the biggest football game of them all.
Yeah, and what do we hear all week, Mike, from every team leading up to the Super Bowl? For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, it's Dart taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he will go all the way. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Rams. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On the jump. Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
Get out of the gun is Milton. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, so they don't connect here, Mike, but I kind of like the early message because now as a defense, they have to understand that even if we have this guy covered, one of the best players in the entire league, this quarterback's going to continue to give him a chance at the ball. So not only do we have to cover him, we have to contest and make a play on every throw. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time, and it's up 4th down.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Dart going to throw here on second down. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 6, ready.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Jets first down.
Go.
1st and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
From the gun, here's Milton. That's complete to his running back, Facial Chutin. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet. But the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike.
Let's go now.
When you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Milton. To the goal line and in. Facial Chutin. Touchdown, New York.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
From the end zone, here's Cavante Turpin. Now be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Here we go, set. Let's go.
On the play fake, here's Dart. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up, and this isn't a sign of things to come.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, a gain of 6. It sets up third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Signaled for and taken. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go, set. 19, 18. Ready, right?
As quickly out to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready?
Now Gibbs running right. It is Chilton. And the strength on display rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Milton to the air on second down. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Jets have a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground, here's Tootin. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Ready?
That'll be complete to Tootin. He'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and a yard.
Come on, come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And he is going to have a Jets first down. Able to convert. It's 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
That's another Jets.
First
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Okay, break.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, right?
They'll run in here with Tootin. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards.
Back at the 12-yard line.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. 3rd and 7.
Ready, ready. 19-18.
Here's Milton. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Cougar 19.
They'll go. Here's Milton. That's taken in. And he's in. Facial Newton. Touchdown, New York. That's his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
In the end zone is Cavante Turpin. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he ran right through one tackle, sliding forward. Good gain on the ground, about 7. Second down and 3.
Second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. Talk things over before third down. To throw is Dart. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's third and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on fourth down. So I don't love third and short, bomb, punt. I do love third and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on fourth down.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Here we go. Start.
On first down, here's Milton. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Milton. That's a short one caught by Loveland. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Second reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a first down.
First and 10.
Run over center now with Tootin. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Go.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Jets. Now, Gano for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Jets will take a 21-7 lead. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Oh, this ball is going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Surtain. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
So, 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hansen.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Could we have a finish to remember here in Santa Clara? Second half underway in Super Bowl 60. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get across the 20, walk him down to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready, 19, Charger, 19.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Go now. Cowboys, Jackie Ryan.
Up the middle, here is Tootin. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan,
He gets free. Still going. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Jets. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
you're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. From the end zone, here's Cavante Turpin. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the left.
Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. It is picked up by the rookie safety.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with the ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
He's to the 10. He will score again. Touchdown, the Super Bowl record, his third touchdown of the night.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Makes the score Jets 35, Rams 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's his tight end Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Open man down the field is chirping. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
First down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
To the air once more is Dart. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
16 yards. First down, Rams.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
But it's 3rd down.
3rd and short. Here's Dart. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, L.A. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Fitzgerald then for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams are able to cut into the deficit.
Rams 14.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Let's go.
Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And up, it's 2. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense, continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it, and they say it's 4th and inches. Oh, the hard count looked like they cut somebody to jump. If they did, they pick up the first down. 1st and 10.
Tag! Viking 18! Let's go!
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready?
Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1 yard gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
60 Eagles. Ready?
Right back to Chanton. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Go!
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. To the left side in the hands of Watson. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll run. It's 2. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd down is Milton. That's caught by Pearsall. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Ready? Hut.
Throwing is Milton. Set up the screen here for Tootin. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Hut, hut.
On the give, it's Tootin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He'll run with Allen. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Brought down by Matt Milano.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Looking out of the gun is Milton. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Christian Watson his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Rams, 14.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. From the end zone, here's Cavante Turpin. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready. On first down, Dart. On the run to the right. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He fires downfield for Pitts.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And the Rams, first down.
Here we go.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Jackson, Smith, and diggg, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Come on. Hey. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here we go. One final play. Oh, he's got a man open, and it's caught. And they're going to add six more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. And that's going to do it for the first time since Joe Namath and the guarantee back in Super Bowl III. The New York Jets are champions of the NFL. So the impossible dream has come true. 17 regular season games without a loss. 2 more in the playoffs. And now, Greg, win number 20 on the year here in the Super Bowl to cap off an immaculate season.
And I think at this point, even the guys down there in Miami have no choice but to